Okay, so we're going to begin with our water flow practice today. We're always going to start with breathing. So let's find our chairs. Find our nice tall spine. Yeah, gently tall spine. Yeah, so the thing to keep in mind today, we're going to focus a little bit on the water elements, and we're very, very tapped into the water element. Our bodies are around 60 to 75% fluid, right? So the one thing I want to remember to remind you is to stay hydrated. If you're ever thirsty, that means you're dehydrated already. And I know when it gets chillier out, it's easier to not, we don't feel like drinking as much, right? We're not sweating as much probably as well, but really try to, the rule of thumb in Ayurveda is to drink the half amount of ounces of your body weight. So for example, if you weigh 130 pounds, to drink 64 ounces of water a day, half your weight in ounces. And that's water. So that doesn't include coffee and soft drinks and things like that. It's basically water, even tea, because tea can be a diuretic as well. So, and room temperature to warm is optimal, especially in the colder weather, especially in the windy weather. So give it a try. What I do is I have a bottle, on my sink of 64 ounces. And it's like, I know that has to be gone by the end of the day. And I know I don't want to drink all of it at 8 o'clock at night because I'm gonna have to get up twice to go pee. so it's just a good rule of thumb to, become aware of how much water that you are drinking and to drink that amount of water. And you'll see how much better you feel. Your brain is clearer, your bodily functions, your heart, your digestion, all that just runs more smoothly when we have a good amount of water in our body. Yeah. So we're going to start with alternate nostril breathing. Let's just start by shaking nice and, again, today's going to be nice and fluid, right? Going with the flow. Yeah, tapping into the second chakra, which is that right above the pelvic floor. It's sort of in our gut here. Yeah. And the organs that are connected with the water element are our bladder, our kidneys, and our low back. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Move the body side to side, just nice and easily. Just moving the body a little bit before we settle in to our practice. All right. So close the eyes now. Bring the body still. Lift the heart slightly to just make the spine nice and tall, giving room for our body our lungs to fully take full breath in. Good. We're going to start with alternate nostril breathing, a nice flow of breath. So bringing your peace fingers of your right hand and touching the tips of your pointer finger and middle finger between your eyebrows. Relax your right arm. Flip your left palm up and touch your thumb and pointer finger tips of your left hand and just relax the hand coming into the little mudra there. Good. Let's take a breath in through both nostrils. And breathe out through both nostrils. Just notice if you have clear airway through both. Good. And again, take a breath in through both nostrils. And now touch the right nostril and breathe out the left. All the way. And then breathe in the left side. Then touch your left nostril and breathe out the right. And then breathe in the right. So out and in, alternating. Touch the right, breathe out the left. Breathe in the left. Touch the left, breathe out the right. Excuse me. So continue at your own pace, out and in through alternating sides. Slow the breath down. Go slow and deep as you can. And the breath is smooth and long. No struggle. Yeah, take the struggle out. The breath. Your right arm is getting tired. Just consciously try to relax that right shoulder. We'll continue for about 3 more rounds at your own pace. Notice the smooth breath. The breath is relaxed. Going at a nice, relaxed pace. Maybe elongating the breath, each inhale and exhale each time. Little smile on the face. And the next time that you breathe out the left nostril, you can relax the breath. You can float your right hand down onto your lap. Release the left hand mudra. Palms up on your lap. Eyes remain closed. And just become aware of your breath, your natural breath. Notice if the breath feels just more fluid. Maybe it feels slower and deeper, just naturally. Yeah, breath just going with the flow. And when you feel ready and complete, you can gently open up your eyes. Yeah. Such a nice breath to practice to allow us to go with the flow. As I said earlier, maybe some of you didn't catch it, but just notice the course of your days and notice when your body starts to feel resistance. You know, it's like, oh, that's not good. Or, you know, whatever. Oh, this is too hard. Oh, I don't really want to do that. And just notice those times. They come, then they go, right? But that flow, so this practice, this asana, just staying connected with the water element on this earth. Just look at rivers and streams and the water running out of your faucet, you know, it's just flowing. And if you notice that there's, you know, if you ever watch a stream and there's a big boulder in the middle, like it's what could be called a resistance in our body, what does the water do, right? The water just runs over it and just keeps on going. Yeah. So that kind of space in our body and our mind is really nice too. You know, the water purifies our body and nourishes our body, right? And allows us to just keep flowing. Good. So let's find our nice tall spine. We'll begin our asana flow today. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, relax the chin down to your chest. We're going to do head circles like we usually do. Inhale, roll the head over to the right and back. And as you exhale, over to the left and forward. Feel free to just soften your gaze, or you can close your eyes again if you like. And just let the head circle nice and relaxed. Next time that the head comes forward, pause and reverse, go the opposite direction. Well, this practice of yoga helps us to just tap into flow, right? Flexibility. Allow us to be more flexible when those barriers come, when those boulders in our life come. Just going over it. Yeah, and keep flowing. Good. Next time that the head comes forward, pause, lift the head back up. Nice tall spine. This time the head's not moving. And we're just gonna make circles with the body. Yeah. up and back, exhaling forward and down. Noticing, you can again close your eyes. Notice the weight as it shifts from the right hip to the left hip. And the body comes forward, pause, and reverse. So freedom of expression, the ability to freely express your heart. Yeah. And the more we open like this, next time the head comes, or the body comes forward, pause, and slowly bring the body back up. And let's relax our arms down alongside our body, and then just make circles, nice fluid circles with your shoulders. This also allows us to practice the yama of non-attachment, right? Just don't get attached. Don't get attached to pleasant things. You can enjoy them for the moment, but not attached. I want that again. I want that more. That's when we start to get, the mind starts to get anxious, right? And then reverse if you haven't already. So just keeping in mind this flow. Let the body move and flow, let the mind move and flow. And then you'll get through anything, literally anything in life, in a much more pleasant manner. And relax. Good. Keeping the arms down alongside the body. You're going to inhale, reach the right arm up, and exhale, just lean over. Nice and easy. Inhale up, stays about grace, and exhale over. Right. Not holding on, just moving. So continue at your own pace, just flying, floating side to side, marrying the breath with the movement. Smile on the feet. I'm grateful that we are here today in this safe city, in our safe homes, practicing this beautiful flow. And the next time that the left arm comes down, go ahead and relax. Good, and roll out the shoulders again. Good, and forward again. All right, we're going to scoot forward in our chair. We're going to widen our stance. Plant your feet onto the floor. And find our nice tall spine. Now let's just rock side to side here. Again, shifting that weight from the left hip to the right, back to the left. Like a little clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Yes. So like this asanas, these nice flowy asanas help us to transform the stiffness in our body. And again, as it gets colder out, we get stiffer a little bit sometimes, and slowly come back to center. Relax the arms down. We're going to bring our fingers to our shoulders and just lift the elbows up to about shoulder height. Keep that heart nice and lifted. Actually, you're going to lift the chin too. And as you exhale, bring your elbows towards each other and drop your head. And maybe gently round your back, tuck your tummy in, coming into a little cat. And then inhale, lift the heart, and then fan the elbows open, lift the chin, look up, and exhale. Just again, take this to your range of motion. Stop when you start to feel a little resistance. And then continue to flow up and down, opening and closing, yin and yang, right? Yeah, a lot of parallels in this life. And the next time that you come forward now, go ahead and pause. And then just lift the head back up. Release the elbows down, hands onto your thighs. Good. And wiggle out the shoulders. Good. Let's draw our hands forward, make a fist, and slowly roll your fist. Stretching and moving. This one always feels so nice on the tops of my hands. Yeah, our hands do so much every day. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Nice and easy, flowy. Yeah. Good. And relax the hands onto the lap. Let's take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips, like you're bringing your belly towards the floor. And just bring that body forward to wherever it lands. Notice the inner thighs here. Notice if you can, see if you can open up with your hands, just gently open your legs. Yeah, a little bit. And then press into your feet and slowly come back up with a nice straight spine. Take a breath in. And again, exhale, drop your belly and your heart. Rest. And inhale, come back up. And this time, exhale again, coming forward. And pause here. If you feel like you want to slide your hands down or even bring the fingertips to the floor, only if your back allows that. That's a little bit too much for me. So feel free to bring your fingertips to the floor if you'd like. Feel free to drop the crown of your head down if that feels okay. Kind of sometimes it opens up the sinus cavities and dumps some blood into the head. And then when you're ready, press down into we'll bring your hands back to your legs if your fingers are on the floor. And then press into your palms and keep the head down, but slowly bring the body back up. Good. And then slowly come back up. Yeah, and relax. Heel toe, heel toe. So I recently finally got COVID. It wasn't too bad. But it was all that nasal stuff that was at the end of it. And I noticed that as much as I didn't want to move because it made me a little bit dizzy, the more that you continue to just do this little bit of movement every day, it helps to work that fluid out of your body. Yeah, so good. It's so important to just do this, just flow each and every day a little bit. Yeah, staying in that water flow. All right, we're gonna just wiggle our hips a little bit, wiggle our body. Yeah, kind of like a little kid in school and it's getting to be lunchtime and this is what they do. And even this is a way to move the body, right? If you're have an injury or you're tied up, even in laying in bed, just gently moving the body, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, because the body just wants to move. It helps the cells, it helps to oxygenate the cells in our body, it helps the body to heal. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna take a nice big breath in, and as we exhale, we're gonna lean forward. We're gonna grab behind our right knee. Good. And then on an inhale breath, we're going to bring the body back up. So the arms straighten. You're going to feel that shoulder, the top of the shoulders getting a stretch. You're going to tuck your belly button back and see if you can lift your knee. Yes, good. And just do a few circles with that foot in one direction and the other. Good. And now, or you can remain on the floor here. Yeah, if this holding this leg up is a little too much for you today. All right, so you're here or here. Take a breath in, lift the chest, look up slightly. And as you exhale, start to reach your nose forward a little bit and then drop your head, almost like you're wanting to bring your nose to the knee. Yeah. And notice if it's too much for you. Press down in that left foot. And then inhale, slowly bring the head back up and exhale down. Good. And then we're going to just do the other side. Find that nice tall spine. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just come forward with the body. Grab behind the left knee. On an inhale breath, reach the body up. Feel those arms start to straighten. Feel the stretch on the top of the shoulders. Tuck your belly button back. That's going to protect that low back kidney area. And on an inhale breath, hug in. So this is squeezing our bladder, right? And our colon. Yeah. And then do a couple circles. You can always be on your toe. And then circles in the other direction while we have that foot free. Yes, and then find that nice tall spine, take a breath in, and as you exhale, reach your nose forward and just drop your head. Yeah. It's the nice thing to do if you're on your back, then you don't have the weight of the leg, but it squeezes your internal organs. Yeah. And inhale, slowly come back up and exhale it out. Yeah, sometimes it's really, really nice thing to do for this bladder kidney energy is when you're laying on your back, you can be in your bed, bring one leg up and the other leg up, and just hug your legs in. And you'll feel that squeezing of the colon and the intestines and the bladder. And that's good massage for that area. Yeah. All right, we're gonna stand up and do some moving around, a little flowing around up there if you'd like. So leaning forward, pressing forward with your heart down into your feet to come to a stand. Find yourself either behind your chair or to the side of your chair. Yeah. And just swaying the body, just moving the body, however it feels good for you today. Then just flowing, going with the flow. That'll be another sticky on your refrigerator. Go with the flow. Yeah. As you know, if you really tap into the divine energy, there's something big out there that's taking care of us. And all of our needs will get met. It may not be our wants or what we think we want, but all of our needs get met. Yeah. All right. In different ways. And it doesn't look like, sometimes it doesn't look like that's happening, but just have that trust. Okay, let's bring our legs a little bit wider apart, soften the knees, good. And then we're gonna do our side to side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 100%, give it your 100%. Notice which side you're breathing in and which side you're breathing out. 2 more. And then just organically come back to center, and now do the opposite, breathing in the opposite way and out the opposite way. Just a couple more. And one more. And slowly come back to middle, back to center. Bringing your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. All right. So grounding, finding mountain pose here. Nice tall spine, shoulders back, tummy in, knees lift. Yeah. On an inhale breath, reach your arms out. Just about halfway. Relax the shoulders. Bring the palms out, fingers up. And just press gently. Lift the heart, look forward, press into your palms. Breathe through your nose. Liver energy, gallbladder. Yeah, relax. And now bring the palms up, bend the elbows, and bring your arms above your head. You can take a break and meet us up here if you'd like. We're gonna steeple our pointer fingers above our head. Yes, and see if you can slowly straighten the elbows. Notice your rib cage, the bottom of your rib cage, if it's poking forward. See if you can relax that rib cage down. Yeah, soften the knees. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just float over to the right. And inhale, come up, and float over to the left. That stretch on the side feels good. Inhale up. Float over to the other side, just flowing side to side, moving through space. The energy flowing, the blood flowing, those fluids flowing in our body. Next time you come back up, just relax. Slowly bring the arms down. And stop here at your shoulders. Bring your fingers to your shoulders. Good. And do a couple nice little circles. Just letting those shoulder joints get a little fluid. That's synovial fluid. And slowly release the elbows down, release the hands down, bring the hands onto your thighs here. Yeah, take a breath in, and as you exhale, gently bend the knees and slide your hands. Send your hips back to about your knees. And now let's get some fluid flowing in these knees by making little circles with the knees. Yeah, going from the side of your foot to your heel to the other side of your foot to your toes. And then pause and go opposite direction. Good. Getting all of our joints moving, working. Yeah. And come back to center and slowly press into your feet and slide the body back up. Good. And then just open and close the fingers, just moving all the little joints in our fingers while you wiggle your toes. Moving all your little joints in your toes. Yeah, getting all of our joints moving, flowing today. Good, beauty of this practice. You don't have to run a marathon to stay healthy. And relax the arms down. Yeah, so whoever does, kudos to you. But anyway, all right, gonna just do a little twist flow here, softening our knees. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms out and up, nice and easily. Yeah, just to where you can. As you exhale, you're gonna soften the knees, turn the body to the right and drop your arms halfway. Reaching that left arm back a little bit. And then inhale as the body comes forward, slowly bring the arms back up. And exhale, soften the knees, turn to the left, drop the arms. Right arm reaches back a little. And inhale, slowly come back up. So nice and fluid here. And exhale again over to the right. Maybe you go a little further. Dropping the arms just halfway. Inhale, come back up. And exhale over to the other side. Oh, every movement's mindful and graceful, coming slowly back forward. Good. Let's interlace our hands. Bring them to our head. Just land your hands like a little spaceship on your head. Yeah. Close your eyes. Feel that grounding into your body. And then bring the hands behind your head. Reach those elbows back. Lay your head into your hands. And take a few breaths. Nice flowy breaths. In and out of the nose as deep as you can, with our lungs wide open here. And then as you exhale, bring the head back forward, unlace your hands and slowly, whenever our arms are up and we're dropping them, do it slow so that the shoulders don't tighten up. Yeah, and release. And roll out those shoulders. Nice, nice, nice. We're gonna bring our legs a little wider. We're gonna just come into a flowy warrior pose. Yeah, so lift the right toes up and pivot on the right heel and down. We do warrior a lot because it's just such a all-encompassing pose in yoga, right? It's strengthening, it's stretching, it's balance, it's intuitively building trust and strength in our body and mind. Yeah, so let's flow the arms out to either side. Soften that right knee, draw that right thigh back so the knee's not coming forward. You can even take a check and see that that right knee is stacked above that heel. So important to take care of our joints. Yeah, turn the palms up. You can keep the head forward today. On an inhale breath, gently straighten the knee and reach the arms up. Big breath. And as you exhale, sink into your warrior two. Let's just flow here for a few. Inhale, stretch up, big breath. Exhale, soften. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, soften. Two more. Inhale, stretch up, Really give it your 100%. Exhale, sink. And last one. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Take a breath in here. And exhale, relax the arms down. Press into your foot. Slowly straighten the knee. Lift the toes up. Pivot on your right toes, your heel, drop your toes. And then heel toe, or step, step, step your feet back to hip distance apart. And shake it out. Roll out the shoulders. Yeah, just be aware of any parts of your body that have picked up a little bit of stress, and shake it off. And maybe it didn't. Yeah, maybe we're learning how to breathe through that challenge. Yeah. Let's go to the other side. Do our little warrior flow on this side. So again, wide stance, lift the toes, left toes, pivot them out and down. Good. But now just take a little time. This feels a little bit too wide for me. So take some time to get your feet set up. Yes. Good. Stretch your arms out to either side. Take a breath in and exhale, soften that left knee. Good. Let's just take a check and make sure that left knee is not caving in, that it's right above the heel. Yes, and if you need to narrow your stance to make that happen, and you don't want the knee to go beyond the heel either, beyond the ankle. Yeah, it's too much on the joint. Flip the palms up. Good. On an inhale breath, straighten and reach out and up. Yeah, like you want to touch the sky. And exhale, soften. And inhale, reach out and up, stretch up tall. And exhale, soften, little smile on the face. And inhale, stretch up. And exhale, soften. And let's do one more. And inhale, stretch. Ah, your body's saying thank you. Your bodily fluids are saying thank you for the help to move. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, relax the arms down. Good. Press down into your feet and slowly straighten. Lift the left toes and pivot forward and drop the toes. And heel toe, feet back to hip distance apart. And shake it out and wiggle it out. Good. Let's just do a little step side to side, nice and gracefully, moving the body through space. Yes. Inhaling, exhaling. Yes. The whole point of this is just to know that just gracefully moving the body is just so healthful for us. Yeah. And relax. Good. All right, one more time here, we're gonna come to a wide stance. This time our toes are gonna be on an angle. Yeah, so making this just as comfortable for you. One of the things about asana too and yoga practices and anything that you do really in life is not to overdo it, right? To really find your range of motion on any particular day and be happy with that. Be thankful for that. Yeah, so again, moving these thighs back, we're gonna soften now both knees, right? Looking to see that the knees are caving in, maybe scooting your heels forward a little bit. So we're gonna spend a little time here. Yeah, so get nice and comfortable. Hands on thighs. A little bit different today. We're gonna reach the chest forward. So we're sort of, our weight's on our hands, our hips are back slightly. Now we're gonna move our shoulders just a little bit. We're gonna take the left shoulder and we're gonna just reach it towards the right knee. We've done this before seated, and then come back up and then over to the other side. Now don't over extend that shoulder, just to go to where it feels comfortable. Belly's tucking in. This is really good for that kidney energy, that low back. Yeah, that's why you want to tuck your belly in. So inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Inhale back up, exhale to the other. Just moving gracefully side to side. And let's do one more round here. Good. Slowly come back to center now. Good. Start to lift the chest back up so that body is nice and tall. But press down into your toes to straighten your knees. Good. Bring your hands onto your hips. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Just glide the hips side to side. So getting some movement in those hip joints. Yes. Knees, hips, shoulders. I guess we'll need to get to elbows a little bit. Yeah, all our little joints. It's just been Halloween, right? So we see all these skeletons, and I'm always so curious to just look at a skeleton and see where all the joints are, how big the rib cage is. And that's who we all are. And let's come back to center. Good. Let's take a little break. Let's bring our toes forward and heel toe, or step, step, step. And wiggle out the feet. Yeah, wiggle out the hips. Good. Let's bring our hands into our waist again. Good. Feet a little bit wider apart. Soften the knees. And let's bring our belly button forward. And then our hips to the right. And then back. And to the left. And forward. So just make it nice and fluid. Yes, so knees are staying soft. Feet are staying planted into the earth. We did earth, yes, last week, right? Grounding. Last week was about grounding. This week is about flowing. Yeah, next time the belly comes forward, pause and reverse. Go the opposite direction. Good. And one more. And come back to center and release. Good. So we're going to come into a little half lift for a forward fold. Yeah. So we're going to take a breath in and reach the arms out and up. Good. And then as you exhale, drop the arms out, soften the knees, send the hips back, bring your hands to your thighs, and hinge forward at your hips, just halfway. Good. So we're making an L shape with our body. We're reaching the top of our head gently forward and our hips gently back, softening the knees. Good. Take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, feel free to drop the head. Feel free to drop the arms if that feels okay on your back. That doesn't, bring your hands back to your thighs. And then inhale to that halfway lift again. So straighten the knees a little bit, reach the crown forward, the hips back, make an L shape. And then exhale again, drop the crown of the head. You can slide your hands down to your shins, or you can let the arms hang into a forward fold. Be mindful of any osteoporosis in the spine. You don't want to round too intensely. Yeah. And then bringing the hands to the thighs. And one more time, straighten the knees, reach the crown of the head forward and your hips back. Draw your shoulders back and try to get as long in the spine as you can here. Stretching that spine long. Giving some space to those kidneys there behind you. Yeah. Take a breath in, exhale it out. And then slowly on an inhale, soften your knees if they aren't already. Start to walk your hands up your thighs. And slowly bring the chest back up, and the shoulders and the head up. And relax. Shake it out. Good. All right, we're going to bring our hands into fists here. So we're just going to get some kidney energy going. So our kidneys lie right about above our back. Yeah, our low back. Yeah, right there. So making little fists, bringing your hands behind you and just tapping. You know, just tapping that kidneys just to wherever you can. Yeah. Picking up that kidney energy. Good. And relax. Good. And shake it out. One more forward fold here before we sit down. So we're going to, again, come to our wide stance. This time time our toes are forward though, they're not on an angle. Good, soft knees. We're gonna slide your hands back, interlace your hands behind you. See if you can kiss your palms together as well. Good, all right. So this is just a nice front spine open, lung opening. Yes, look up, lift the chin up slightly. Let's take a few breaths here. Good. And then take another big breath in. And as you exhale, soften the knees, start to slide the hips back. Again, hinge forward. And just let the body land wherever it wants to land, and the head. And if you can, lift the arms up over your head and breathe. Nice big breath. Let the breath just flow easily. If you cannot breathe deeply, that means you've gone too deep. So back out a little bit. You can relax your arms onto your back. If holding them up is too much. And on your next exhale breath, relax the arms down. Start to drag your hands towards the floor. Keep your head down as you slowly press into your feet. Drag your hands down to let the body slowly float back up. Yeah, good. All right, relax the arms and either step or heel toe your feet back to a distance apart. Find your mountain pose, nice tall spine. Good. Take a nice big breath in, exhale it out. Good. We're going to bring our hands, now we're going to soften our knees, bend the knees a little bit. Bring your hands to just now rest on your low back, on your sacrum. Yeah, right here. Just holding, supporting yourself there. Yeah, and relax, soften the knees. And if you can, reach your elbows back a little bit. Feel that heart open, lift the chin, look up and breathe. Breathing in as your belly rises, breathing out as your belly draws back. Yeah, just massaging that bladder, kidney area with your breath. And one more breath here. And then as you exhale, slide your hands down your back, your glutes. Arms straighten, come out from behind you. Good. Wiggle it out, and let's make our way back to our chairs. Nice flow up there, everyone. Slowly come back to the front of your chair, using your feet, using your thighs, engaging these thighs, engaging your glutes, sending your hips back to find yourself just gently floating down into your seat, your chair. Nice. I'm going to scoot forward just a little bit. Good. Finding that nice tall spine. All right, so we're going to come into a little flow from a twist into a hip opener here. So again, we're going to lean forward, take our hands behind that right knee and lift it up, and either cross your legs if that's comfortable and your leg doesn't, that left leg doesn't collapse, or cross at your ankles. Yeah, either one. So here or here. Good. Relax the arms down. On an inhale breath, float your arms forward and up. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, relax. Turn at your waist over to the right and just release your arms. Let them float down. Lift the chin to parallel with the floor. Turn your gaze to the right. Press into your right or your left forearm or hands to the outside of that right thigh. The twist. You can also take that right hand and lay the palm onto the back of your seat of your chair. Keep a tall spine, and again, breathe into that bladder area. Breathe in as the belly rises. Breathe out as it draws back. Good. One more big breath. And as you exhale, relax the body. Slowly bring the head forward. Slowly untwist the body. So from here, if you're crossed at your legs here, if it's available to you and you can slide that ankle onto your, or the foot, if you want more of an opening, or even the shin. Yeah, if you're crossed here, you can either remain here. If you want to bring that leg up, as long as you can have a nice tall spine. Just gonna open up our hip a little bit. Yeah, so you decide, cross that ankles, or you're up here. Take a nice big breath in, nice tall spine. As you exhale, look forward and up a little bit. Press your belly button forward. And find that stretch. And once you've reached it, it's like, okay, there it is. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And as you exhale, press that belly forward, chest forward. Maybe a tiny bit more forward, maybe not. And then slowly come back to a nice straight spine, come back up. And one more time, we're gonna rest that belly button forward, chest forward. And just find your range of motion here, find that stretch. And then feel free to relax the gaze down. Look down towards the floor. If you feel like you want a little more stretch and your leg is up top, you can lift that right toe up towards the knee. If you feel like you want more, you can lay your forearms on that low leg of your right leg. Yeah, the weight will open up that right hip a little bit more. Close your eyes and find your breath flow. Big breath in. As you exhale, try to relax something. Your shoulders, your jaw, your fingers, arms. Just massage the body with your breath. And each time you exhale, see if you can soften a little bit more forward with the body. Relax that right hip with each exhale breath. Let's go with the flow. On an inhale breath, slowly bring the body back up. Yeah. And if you're up top here, just, you've been here for a little bit, so just help that leg down. Yeah. And just wiggle out the legs. So the more we move the joints, right, make them more flexible, helps our joints, right, as we go with the flow. It helps our joints if we're hydrated, big time. Yeah. All right, let's go to the other side, do that same little dance here. So grabbing behind that left knee now, if it's available to hug that in. Good. And then we're gonna either cross the leg over, yes, or cross at your ankles, you decide. Nice tall spine, relax the arms down. On an inhale breath, reach the arms forward and up. Stretch up tall, breath in, exhale, reach the fingers up a little bit more. And then turn at your waist. This is also a nice hip opener on the outside of our hips. Release the arms, just let them float down. Good. So that right forearm or hand are on the outside of the right, the left thigh, and your left hand the palm can press down into the seat of your chair, or just remain on the side. Keep a nice tall spine. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, turn and look over that left shoulder. And find your breath. Slow, long, deep breaths here. And you exhale, turn a little bit more. Next time you exhale, relax the body. Slowly turn your head back forward. Slowly bring your body back forward. Now here's where you decide on your hip opener position. So you can slide your leg up And just keep the ankle on that right leg. Lift the chest, right? If this is a little bit too challenging, you're rounded over. You can stay at your ankles, just drop that leg open. You can even put the outside of the foot on top of the other. So you decide what you want for your hip opener. Take a nice breath in, lift the chest, look up slightly, look in the distance, and exhale, press your belly button forward until you find that left hip. There it is. Notice if there's stiffness, more stiffness on one side than the other. Inhale, let's come back up. Exhale, press the belly forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, press the belly forward. Maybe you come a little bit more forward. Pause here, relax the gaze down. You can lift the left toes up if you want more. You can lay your arms on that upper leg if you want more of an opening. Feel free to close your eyes and find your flow of breath. Big breath in. And as you exhale, relax, let go, open. Allow the joints to relax and open. Each time you exhale, ask yourself, what can I soften? Notice your jaw, your shoulders, even your fingers. Are they tense and can you relax? And when you feel ready and complete, on an inhale breath, slowly bring the body back up. Just float the body back up. Good. And if you're up here, you may want to help lower that leg. Good. Yeah. Find your nice tall spine. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, lean forward and over to the right. Back. Exhale to the other side and forward. Just make some circles now with your body, just like where we started. Next time you come forward, pause and reverse, go the opposite direction. Just noticing that shift of weight in your hips. And one more here. And then the next time you come forward, pause, bring the body straight back up, heel toe your feet and legs together. Drop your knees open, roll onto the outside of your feet, bring the bottoms of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. And then just butterfly your legs. And just opening up those tight hips. We pack so much, like this time of year, you see the squirrels getting berries and acorns and things and burying them, for future. And that's what we do with all of our negative emotions. We sit there and bury. Yeah, don't have to think about it, but it's still there. So just opening the hips help us to get rid of all of that tension that we subconsciously hold. So much of the time we're not even aware. Yeah, and relax. Let's take the hands to the outside of the legs. Bring the legs together, heel toe your feet back to hip distance apart. Relax your arms down alongside your body. Draw your arms back, grab onto your chair. Nice back body stretch to end. Take a big breath in, stretch your shoulders back. And as you exhale, let your body drop forward. Let that heavy head just relax wherever it wants to relax. And a nice stretch from your low back, right into that kidney area, all the way up the back of your spine, shoulders, back of your neck. And slowly press down into your feet. And just let the body float back up. Good. And release the hands off the back of your chair. And let's get ourselves ready for final relaxation, Shavasana. So taking some time to get yourselves nice and comfortable. They're seated. Scoot all the way back into your chair and feel that kidney, low back area just being supported by your chair. If you're laying down, that happens automatically, right? The floor, the earth is supporting you. Yeah. So take a little bit of time, make sure that you get nice and comfortable and cozy. And then palms up wherever you are. On your lap, maybe a little bit higher up so that the shoulders are gently back easily. Close the eyes. Ready for final relaxation now. Let's take a nice big breath in and let it go. Smile to your face. And simply begin to let go of all of your efforts. Take another breath in. Pause the breath. And as you breathe out, feel the body relaxing a little more. Let the shoulders relax, and the arms, fingers. And allow the chest, heart to relax. And your bladder, your kidneys, low back. That's the legs and feet and toes. Take a gentle breath in and let go. Let go of all of your efforts. Let all the muscles soften. All the tension leaves your body. Allowing the body and all of its fluids to flow freely. And as the body relaxes and flows freely, as does the mind. Lets thoughts to come and go. And just allow them to continue to flow. Flow down the river. Just for one more minute. Just be here. Nothing to do, nothing to know, nothing to plan. Just be here. feel free now to remain here as long as you like. Should you choose to come back now into this space, time, imagine your whole body, all of those fluids flowing gently all around your body, from the brain to your toes. Begin to wiggle the toes and fingers. Maybe move the body, start to sway it side to side. Bring back that little smile on your face. And come back to stillness, bringing your hands into prayer position, resting your thumbs onto your heart that beats and sends blood and oxygen 24/7 from the minute you were born. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips, relax your shoulders. I'm closing practice today with this. All of our thinking is trying to understand and know life. But life is unknowable. It is beyond knowing. It is a mystery. When you know nothing really matters, and you exist in this mystery, peace dawns. When you're feeling ready and complete, gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and going with the flow today. Have a lovely, beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.